Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'll save the good night till later, but it's raining today, and so it's indoor activities. It's also Good Friday, so not much happening around out and about. You know, the likes of no buses and no real shops open. But, you know, it's an opportunity to stay in, do some wholesome stuff, and what is better, and fat-free, and also sin-free than philately, stamp collecting, messing about with stamps. So what have we got here? Well, we got a couple of characters here. Rain and stamps doesn't mix. So always do stamps indoors. It's also blowing a gale. So what happens is you take stamps outside and a puff of wind will come along and it will destroy every stamp by blowing it into the whatever. So what I thought I'd do today is just what I want to do really is just finish this box as soon as I can. What I'm looking in here for today is the usual stuff. I'm looking for Czechoslovakia, I'm looking for Hungary, I'm looking for Greece. I'm looking for anything that pops out of interest, and also maybe India, maybe USA flags, Spain, that sort of thing. The collections that I've basically got going on, and then once I'm through this bag, I'll start to look at the big box. I'll start to look at the big old box and start up a new collection of another country. Okie dokie, so we'll just remove this for now. I will take a pinch of stamps. I'll use my fingers. I'll let my fingers do the walking. I know people shout. And we'll go up to, 13 minutes or whatever it is. We're in for 2 at the minute. Okay, so immediately I've got just something that has just jumped out at me here. So we've got a lighthouse there. A lighthouse there. A lighthouse there. And a lighthouse there. How unbelievable would that be? 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, knock on the door. I don't think that is from the same set, but it's just interesting. Hang on, there's maybe another one here. No, I was thinking there was another one, but it's the Berliner Dome. So these German. No, not interested really at these in Germany at the minute. I've got a big old German collection, but I'm trying to stay away from that. I will return, but these are modern Deutschland, and therefore, what's this here? Oh yeah, that's also out of the way. So I think all these have been sort of pinched together, come together. So we'll leave them out as God intended. What we've got here is something fairly interesting, isn't it? AI and Google Lens is required for this. Eastern European, I'm thinking Yugoslavia, maybe that sort of area. Polska, we don't want Poland at the minute. What have we got? What's this? Österreich. I haven't got this stamp, but I'm not doing Austria at this moment in time. It looks a religious type stamp, doesn't it? Yeah. I've been thinking along the religious theme. I've got a Christmas section going on. I've been looking around for Easter. There doesn't seem to be much in the way of Easter. And of course there are individual saints and a lot of churches. What have we got here? Democratic. Is this the DDR? Can't actually see. I'm going to have to put Google Lens on that one. It looks an interesting stamp. Turnover. There's another one of those Germans. They get everywhere. And then we've got South Africa. I'd love a page of those. Sometimes when you see stamps over and over again, you think, stick them all on one page. Italian. I think we have American here. Yes. Samuel P. Langley, aviation pioneer. Can't say I've heard of him. Airmail, because it is an aviation pioneer theme. So that's quite... Oh, I'll keep that out, did I? Keep that out. Is this Bulgaria? I do have this stamp, I recognise it. So it will be going into the big box. And who knows, maybe Bulgaria will pop up as a country that I will collect. Niedzika of Polska. Not doing Poland at the minute, but here I do have... I'm not keen on green stamps myself, but here I think I've got a Luftpost from Magyar, from Hungary, so that's quite nice. An aeroplane is on that, so that's a nice win. Here we have Malta. Not sure of the theme, possibly peace. This is interesting. Morocco. The guns of Morocco. Wow. Not collecting those at the moment. Triple here. Malaya treble. BMA Malaya. Wow. Interesting, but not for me. Sveringer. Likewise. Oh, a nun. Is this a nun? It is a nun. Saint Teresa. Republic of France. That's quite nice as a stamp. Just thinking of the religious theme again. The professor from Belgium. He looks like one. He's probably the king. I have 100 of these Hungarian ones. And some in better state than this, so that will go into the big box. I think we've got Yugoslavia again, yes, with a J. Not getting much today. I thought I would have had a little bit more today. But nothing really jumping. Malaysia. This is Deutsch's famous women. Women of influence in Deutschland, in Germany. USA stamp. I think I have got it, but I'll keep it to the side just in case. Hans Christian Andersen. Lovely stamp. Not for me. A 25 Hungarian here, which I have many of, and the one underneath is Finland. Here we've got Belgium, Netherlands, not even getting many in the way of Queen's Heads, Italy, Spain, a nice Spain one, Franco, Deutschland again, Italy goes away, Royal Muni, Great Britannia, Gross Britannian. Should really put it in my British UK fold GB folder, but oh, this is a Magyar. I do have it, but I'll keep it out just in case, because sometimes there are differences. Österreich. It's funny how you recognise stamps over and over again, and before you know it, you know just by the quickest glance at the stamp which country they're from and whether you've even got it. Magyar, I've got that, but I make it a habit not to really trust myself, but to, separate them first. This is a nice Czech stamp. I have not got that. I like that. These are the sort of stamps that I enjoy most of all, because they've got age and they've got a story. It's not. It's got a chap there, and one thing about AI and Google Lens is it'll tell you who the person is and what it tends to be commemorating. So that's nice. Here we have China or Korea. That would be. Are we running out of time? Not yet. Republic of Österreich. Here we have another Czech figure. I have not got him, so that's two very nice Czech stamps that I've got, with a bit of age, you know, with a bit of culture, with a bit of history, with a bit of the past, with a bit of drama, with a bit of, you know, pomp and circumstance. What have we got here? I've held it upside down for too long. Syria. This will be a Hungary. It's a 50, so it goes there. I don't know where that is, so I'll keep that out for research purposes only. Austria, Österreich and Poland stuck together though, so they would have come from the garage yesterday. There was a bit of issue with a couple being stuck together. Probably a bit of moisture got in there. A nice one there. Bit of moisture gets in and just touched, you know, dried onto another stamp, making a post. I'll keep that out, that's quite nice for my collection. Italy. I really want to do an Italy so I can learn who that is, because he looks on the move, that guy. As you can see, I'm really just, oh, what is this here? I'm chasing around. It's upside down, so it is fascinating, so it has to be kept. I don't know, I don't recognise it. USA I obviously recognise, I think we all do. Another Hungarian. And finally moment, Turkey. Not doing any. I've got some Turkey. I haven't got many. I've got a billion of them, but they hold little interest to me. They don't seem to really grab you by the cojones, if you get me, and give you a good old shake. They don't say, "Wow, what is going on here?" Whereas, you know, when you see this, it's like, "Who is that? He looks a bit rough." What's going on with this stamp? Who is it even of? What is it of? You could say even to the USA stamps, you know, in God we trust, you know the thing. And, you know, they've got all those sayings and speak. And if you start collecting Hungary, suddenly you get to see what they are focusing on as a country. Telex, for example. Spain, you've got Franco there. These have a bit of bite to them. They have a bit of a quiver. They have a bit of... at one time, he was a household name in the country, and now nobody probably knows who he is. This sort of thing. So there's always something to learn from stamps from the past, I feel, that have got a bit of oomph. Umpapa. So we'll leave it there for now. These will go into Google Lens and AI to have a look where they sit. Not all of them, some. And some will be seen if they actually fit, or whether I've actually got these stamps in existing collections. Not bad at all. These go back in the big box, and we're sort of getting there. Let's have one more for fun before the 15 minutes arrives. One more. Let's hope it's a good one. It isn't. It's Austria. That's quite nice. USA. Win the war. Win the war. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic Easter. Happy Easter to everybody. I'll talk to you tomorrow, hopefully, and enjoy your day. Goodbye for now.